Women versus women. um, it's Monday night. I'm starting to not know what that means. Every day I got an agenda. Doesn't matter what day it is. I have an agenda. I have things to do. You ever felt like that? You ever been in that like mode where you just like, it doesn't matter what day it is, I have things to do? Like, the 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 task list never stops is what I'm talking about. I mean, never stops. There are moments in life where I feel like I'm able to like sit back and just like chill. Like, go to work, come back, whatever. And then there are moments where it's always something to do. You know what I'm saying? Keon, are you chewing?
I'm chewing hot chews.
I was talking to
How
Hank.
your day been?
That's what I was just talking about. I
Who?
was just, Hank is on TikTok. I was saying how, you know, you ever had one of those weeks or days where it doesn't really matter what day it is? You just have things to do. You have to get the things done on your list. And no matter what day it is, you just need to figure out how you're going to get your stuff done. You ever had that? You ever been in that space? Whew, I'm tired, boss. I hope you ain't talking because you're muted. Actually, I feel like old boy off of um A Christmas Tale. You there? What day is it?
Yeah, I just been fatigued.
Yeah.
I've been tired.
Goddess of Light. Welcome.
And next week, time change.
Hey, China. You know, nothing against you, but I would have been fine not knowing that information to the last minute.
What was you gonna do? Just do it?
No, I was gonna just. I'm just saying to the last minute, just like. All right, y'all. I genuinely don't. Oh, we 5 minutes early. Great. I didn't know the time. I'm trying
Yeah,
to
we
think.
good.
Just
We good on time.
yeah, one of us anyway. I mean, two of us anyway. One of us. Hey Danielle and Jill. One of us tends to somehow schedule something right before and is disheveled. We're not saying names, I'm just talking about things.
Maya.
Ooh, okay, welcome in everybody. Welcome in. If you're joining us on TikTok and you want to, instead of type yours, just come up and speak on it, speak on it, sis, or guy. We welcome everybody to talk. Just tread lightly if you're a guy. It's Women's History Month. It's women's,
It is one
it's Women's History
criminal.
Month. Rosie the Riveter.
You look big.
Thank you. This is one of my workout outfits, but I don't wear it to the gym anymore because it's like extra tight. When I go to the gym, I like to look homeless. Sweatpants, long sleeve baggy shirt, or hoodie. Is that offensive? I probably shouldn't say homeless. That's a real issue out here in these streets. I like to look unkept.
Okay. Just say homie. I don't even know. You just choosing some vocabulary words just so far. Like just say, I like to look homie.
What?
Like
What's wrong
real
with unkept?
I'm just like, wait a minute. That's what kept look like.
Kim, that's not one of those vocabulary words. You're not gonna make me believe that.
But I'm just saying, let's just keep it neutral. Like, okay, I like to look homey. That's real neutral. I feel like we just really two different type of people.
We are. What's wrong with that?
But it's drastic because that right there, the first one was overthought. Then the second one went way too left. So, homie.
Anyway, so listen, y'all. I was saying that this might be a blog one day. Hey Tisha. I was saying that. Have you ever had one of those weeks where it doesn't matter what day it is? You got to get the task done. Every day is the same day. Every day is like, what's on my list? Let me make sure I get it done. Every day. I'm in that mode right now. It's a bit exhausting. But I often zone out and daydream about the glorious come up that will reveal itself any moment now. Any moment. Man, because I'm genuinely tired. All right, so we got 60 seconds. So we have 10 viewers on What's Up YouTube. We have 4 from TikTok. Did I finish my sentence? I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. If you're joining us on TikTok, or you want to come, instead of typing yours, you want to come up and speak in person, join us on TikTok. Erica said, I'm sick of my list, bruh. Sick of myself, sick of my list, sleepy. But Erica, the come up for the work that we're doing. That, I don't know, whether you believe in God, because God said, you do your part and I'll do mine, basically. Ask and it shall be. So it's a come up there, but even if you don't believe in God, and science, that much energy put into something will never lead to nothing. I got it both ways for y'all. What you want? You want philosophical? Because we can go there.
You about to for Women's History Month.
No, I'm not. No, Women's History Month is going to be like a peaceful kumbaya. I got some topics in the bag. If anybody wants to know random things you didn't ask for, I have blogs written out and scheduled to be uploaded every Monday up until about May. That's how much I talk to myself in my head. only now I'm making them into blogs. Like, I wonder if other people think this. So, ooh, G Child. I like the name Hood Counselor. What does that mean?
The ADHD is real.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm definitely undiagnosed. I didn't know, but Maya be calling me out on it a lot. It's just how my brain works. Or doesn't. I don't know. Oh, there she is. Entering the chat with noise.
Huh?
So,
Something in it.
Oh, y'all can hear that?
yeah. Okay.
But
All right, y'all. So it's 8:31. We're starting on time in here. Hey, go dig, y'all. I like that. Welcome to the chat here, y'all. So tonight we are talking about something that I thought about after. I don't know if y'all watch Mr. Beast games on Amazon, but I just randomly wanted to watch people win $5 million and binged it, and I got angry. And I'll tell you why. There were moments where the women, they weren't protecting each other. They weren't picking each other. They were trying to get in this little man group. And I'm not kidding. These people said bro so many times, I want to vomit. And I was just like, y'all don't see that? Like, is it because the way it's edited and the way I'm watching it? Y'all don't see that the men are going to look out for themselves, each other, and they're in, this $5 million on the line. Like, create an alliance. And they just wouldn't do it. And it was so illustrative to me of, like, women in the world, even though this was a game show. But anyway, it made me pause and write this blog. So I thought, like, why does it feel like we extend grace to men? Like, we don't extend grace to other women. And why do boundaries between women feel personal? Like, another conversation I was having with somebody where actually multiple people, a couple weeks ago, but then multiple people just this week alone, where women cross a boundary and really the focus should be on the man, but you're focused on the woman. It's historical. It's like conditioning, survival patterns that we inherited. And I'm not really trying to blame women. I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to open up the conversation to say, what is it that we are carrying that isn't even ours? And what is it that we need to unlearn? Because we really have a long way to go. So, I don't know, Keon. Have you ever felt like judged, like, more harshly by a woman where you think, like, we're both women? Like, why you didn't give me grace? And they just went in on you?
Yeah, I feel like that oftentimes.
For real?
Like, yeah.
In what scenario?
I just feel like women can, like, really sometimes get in a comparison type of mindset instead of, like, standing the boundary of understanding, like, you are who you are and I'm who I am. Which can, in return, create that boundary where it's like, it's not, you don't get to have as much grace or whatever. And, expectations are a lot lower on the other end.
Yes. Yes, they are.
So I think this get to be like just an inner thing. Like, I'm comparing the type of woman I am to the type of woman you are. And sometimes that's not intentional. I mean, that's not always intentional. It's a very unintentional behavior, but I think that's why it happens. Not for everybody, but it's very competitive. It's, I feel like, people talk about the alpha male, but I feel like the woman is the powerhouse.
No,
Because when a woman is in a home, the home can look completely different and it can feel completely different.
right. Not to mention the emotional intelligence and ability to balance multiple things at one time.
Yeah.
Men just ain't got that. Sorry, y'all. You don't. What about you, Maya?
Like some of them do now. Some of them do. I'm not gonna say they don't have it, but the female just has like a very different type of dynamic. That's it's a different type of superpower. And
I
sometimes
don't
Yes.
think so.
Oh,
you don't agree.
what you think,
Nope.
Maya? Uh-oh.
Maya,
I don't
stop
think it's
I
gonna be
funny.
think
me today.
Maya, hey, let's nip it in the bud, Maya. No,
what?
oh, like how you respond to
Nope.
like, yeah, like, yeah, I'm
I'm
just.
serious.
No, you need to get serious, Maya. You gotta step
I
your
am
game.
serious. I am serious. Me and
No,
Dash talk about this all the time.
no,
I
but
just
you just
what
switch glasses on here. And you respond. I don't think so. No, you
this
like.
I can hear out of these. Anyways, no, I don't think so. And I mean it. I don't mean no harm to men or anything. I'm just saying I think women are always thinking 10 steps ahead. You
What?
okay? You okay? Did you just see her?
No.
She jumped at the camera.
Yeah, but I didn't know why.
Okay. I just think women just think 10 steps ahead all the time. And I told Dash this the other day. I guess if you get a man that think like a woman, then um we got a little sassy pants on our hands. We got a little sassy queen. So I guess we either got to take it because I just be complaining like, dang, let me put my 5 hats on. I got to cook, I got to work, I got to think about the future. And they just get to sit here
Yeah.
and think about one thing.
Which, which is just the next thing you say to do.
Exactly. Now be proactive, not
Yeah.
reactive.
I want to sit
That's how
back
I
and
feel.
just sometimes get told what to do too. It
Yeah.
takes the
Tina
thinking
said
out of it.
exactly. Like just get in my head real quick. Tita said with black women, the color of our skin and our body shape creates competition between us. And also men play a part in it too. Because some of them want the Instagram model and they don't take the time to learn the heart and mind of the woman. I think that could be for women too, that last part. Because
Yeah.
some of them take the
The
physical
looks.
aspect of the man. Yeah, they want this look.
Wondering why
And
he's
really,
an awful, terrible human being.
right, what you finna trade off is, um, yeah, respectfully.
I don't think this should turn into no male
And here we
bashing.
go.
Here goes
Here
No,
goes
Keon.
I just
Kim. We
don't
for
think.
everybody. It's not going to be
I'm
male
just,
bashing. Actually, I do have to say, I'm going to put this out there for, some women. Because in my blog, if you're new here, the blog that we're referring to is on labelmelegal.com. You can go to blog and check out the latest upload. So I think that we should history and other things. History impacts even today and the way people behave and the way people are. Also, when you are operating from like a limiting mindset and like survival, I feel like that creates competition because like with like men, like if the men outweigh the out is it outweigh yeah outnumber the women, then women start to be in competition, things like that. But then there's also this. I need to hide this because they are not paying me. There's also this trauma that we have to acknowledge that I was talking to a friend of mine about this weekend. Some women actually have trauma that create the reason why they do what they do. So what we were talking about specifically is if you have been someone who was sexually assaulted, she was like, just thinking about the way I used to think and like, really be serious about autonomy over my body and my sexuality and stuff. I thought that was power. I didn't realize that I was speaking from my trauma, and I rebutted and was like, yeah, because it would never occur to me to be like, I get to pick who I sleep with. Like, that's kind of a given. Of course you get to pick. Of course it's in your hands. Like, it would never occur to me to even feel like I need to express that in some way. Whereas it behind why people do what they do. In doing so, we also have to say, at some point, why you do what you do should not be a crutch or an excuse for why you continue to do it. So I'm gonna lay that dichotomy there too.
Yeah.
Keon, why are you looking like that?
Well, Dash, you have a way of like noticing that, and like people eventually come to you and be like, "Well, yeah, that did happen to me." What signs is given to you when you know, like what signs do you see when you notice that somebody have went through trauma?
So a lot of my friends, people that I know and I've learned have went through trauma, and what before I knew what it was, what has occurred to me is a couple of things. One, they they tend to be very male focused, even as sometimes that is from a boundary that was crossed, that they lost their childhood or something like that, or sexual assault or something like that, and it's not necessarily it's not their fault. They don't even realize what they're doing to an extent. So you'll see it in children, but in adult women, they tend to literally talk about men a lot. Like, that is the extent of our conversation. They tend to pick or be in toxic relationships where it's very clear to everyone else around them that they're not aware of their worth, because they're with the person who clearly doesn't respect them or doesn't value them. They tolerate things from men because of their worth. Like, they tend to also still be, big ones that I saw is they attach themselves to people and create situations or intimacy in their head that may not necessarily be reality. That's a huge one. Keon,
I don't think
what
I
is happening?
read Tita. Tita said very true, because I've dated all kinds of men. Not to use to like what we said earlier. No, I said some men, because all men are not like that. Hi, Dusty. She said good evening.
That is, I think different components of that is in like multiple women.
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
You mean like the
just
stuff that
breaking
I
it
just
down,
said?
like, yeah, like just breaking it down. And I don't know if I necessarily agree that that's the traumatized woman.
Well, what you think it is?
It's not your strongest woman internally, but I do think there's a lot of pressure on women to have strength, like to be a certain way. Um, but I don't necessarily know if it's always a traumatized woman. Like, I think that goes into just like a wave of just wanting to feel appreciated. I think the female gets unappreciated a lot just in the world. You look at the way they value NBA versus WNBA.
Ooh.
Like, it's just a feeling of unappreciated woman
Yeah.
and wanting to find appreciation, which in a way goes back to the topic of why it's easy for a woman to compare. and see another lady's life and be like, you know, why couldn't I get the husband that go the extra mile? You know, why I gotta be the one that, you know, doing this and that.
Yeah.
Nikki
Nikki,
said, "Do you think that's where depression sparked?"
I think
Depression.
depression can spark loneliness. From the loneliness.
Like, okay, elaborate a little bit. What we talking about? Sparks from where? Like what Tita said? Or, no, Tita said not all men are like that. About like the women like in competition, or about like trauma and that kind of stuff. I mean, listen, historically, the statistics now, women are paid less, women are, for every 100 men, women, you know, like 70 women were promoted. So it does breed a grounds for competition. But think about, like, I know y'all done had somebody y'all talk to where both women are quite frankly being played by the same raggedy somebody's son. And instead of being mad at this person, they are at each other's throat. And the expectation is on the woman to do better, or the woman to know better, or whatever, instead of the expectation being on, but he just walked up to two different women. Why is the expectation not on him?
I think the expectation be like, as a woman, you should know like how you wouldn't want, you know you wouldn't want this done to you. And that's what I'm saying. The comparison, I think the expectation is on the. I can see him doing it, but you know better.
Yeah, but why we gotta know better? Did he know better? That's what I'm
Dash
saying.
Nikki was talking about trauma. She
Oh, the
said,
Trump. Oh, for sure. I definitely think that's a lot of depression, especially a lot of what I see, like people that I know closely, they are not seeking healing for what happened to them. They're if they are seeking therapy or something like that, it's for other things that end up being the symptoms. It's not for the foundational thing that created the trauma. And I think chasing that and not putting a name to it and not focusing on that and healing that first, and then having these other things happen on top of that, absolutely creates depression.
Yeah.
Tita said, a lot of women settle because they flat out don't want to be alone. Also, think about one of the most popular songs from back in the day. Having a piece of man is better than having no man at all.
Is it though?
I just said, no, this, she's saying that's like, while a lot of people, a lot of women sometimes settle because they don't want to be alone.
I know,
That was promoted.
but what
It
is
was
that?
promoted.
What's promoted?
Follow up with Erica's comment, and then maybe we can make it make sense.
She said, going back in history, during slavery days, we were put against each other based on how we look, skin color, and our build. This was for both male and female. Then enters jealousy and infatuation of thinking or wanting to be something more. Then competition starts.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Um, Carol Holloway said that's the biggest lie that's ever been told. To what Tita said. Um, Tisha said it's called being selfish. She
Okay,
said
but
some women want what they want and don't care who gets hurt, both male and female should know better.
Right, but see how the emphasis is put on women? Like every
She said,
time. Like see how it's like, yes, both men and women should know better. But then it's like, there are women who, I know women who brag about being with somebody else's person, or I know of women, I don't know, not my cup of tea, but who brag about that, or who want what someone else has. And to me, I feel like that all goes back to self-worth. Like, that's crazy. You know? Like, but that aside, there's still a man who is choosing to have two different people. So whether that woman has self worth issues or not, she may be being selfish, but so is he. But the emphasis is always put on women. Like we're more nurturing, and therefore we should care for the other woman more, rather than the man can barely handle one woman. I don't know why he thought it was okay to have two.
Hey, she just be going so like I don't know. She got a tone.
I did.
wait, what she do?
I don't
I,
know, Maya.
what happened?
What happened, Keon?
Yeah, can you explain?
Oh my! You see how she is responding like the man can't have one.
Hands.
No,
Like, no.
No.
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is let's remain neutral.
But I think I mean, I don't think it should be like that. I feel like we still got to stick to why we even started doing this live. We're not talking about nobody in general. These are our
Answer that
and
question.
how we
Why
feel.
is the woman we get lost in the sauce? Why is the woman so critical on the woman? Like, what is it? Are y'all final answer just the man? Why is the woman so
No,
critical on the
no,
woman?
it's not the man. It is alone, but it is part of it, because they have historically created competition and lack, and you can't you can't just ignore certain facts and just focus on why women do that. You have to understand as many pieces as possible to get a holistic view of the issue. And sometimes it is
Yeah.
the man.
I don't know. But to me, more than anything, it's the woman.
What?
What?
Oh, I done opened a can of worms.
I
Yes.
think she doing that. Wait, before we get to Kia, I think she trying to be a troll as per usual. Um, so let me see. Tita said, I have stepped into situations that I knew wasn't good for me. I just wanted to play and have my fun. The problem enters when we start to have feelings for the man. Ladies have to be accountable for what we accept.
That part.
If I had
But
$1
and
every
that's the
time,
part where I say it's the woman. Ladies have to be accountable of what you accept.
that's true. Because honestly, I do know women who have, oh, I'm just having fun, no problem. Insane. Big Bag
Hey,
Biz said
Biscuit.
control your emotions, men and women. Exactly. But controlling your emotions, I think, is a part of accountability, and that is very difficult for people to sit with.
That's the answer.
Uh,
That's why I don't want to get lost on the sauce with the men, because then it becomes too emotional. Like logically, control your emotions.
um, Mom said that's because women are held to higher standards by mankind.
That's true.
Um,
Um,
Betty said, okay, so this is a touchy lie for me, so I'm going to dismiss myself because I could say a whole lot on this issue. I will say this sometimes. It's a respect thing.
Yeah, you're right, baby.
yeah, it is.
We do need your input though, cause you're right.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem. I think it's really touchy for a lot of people, and a lot of conversations that I've been having about, women crossing boundaries, women who don't care that they cross boundaries, women who are like pick me's who need to be seen, and it doesn't matter that they lose their friends or whatever. And then, the women who they're not hurting anyone but themselves with
Yeah.
with who they are choosing to be with.
Mom said kind of like people holding preachers to higher standard when it's actually unfair. Crystal Barkley said immaturity.
Yeah.
Um, Betty said, yes, the man is just as guilty as the woman, but what you're not going to do is be disrespectful about it. Right.
Yeah.
Um,
There are some women who, yeah, not only do they cross boundaries, but then I mean, some women think, I think they need prayer. It's like literally giggle about it. Like they want somebody, I don't know, I always say hurt people hurt people. Like you hurt and you sad.
yeah. Um, Erica said trauma looks different, million different okay, trauma
Yes, it
looks a million
does.
different ways for different people. So I agree with both Dash and Key. I've seen both situations of how you can tell or even feel like something has happened to a person.
Yeah.
It's not always the strong friend, or sometimes it is the strong one. It's not always easy to see or understand.
Yeah.
um Mom said some of these women need to hear about themselves, not that it will change them. And there
Um,
you go, her light the fire.
I don't know. That's a good question. Have you ever talked to a woman, like real talk, like listen, you gotta get yourself together. This is what I'm saying, and they listened, and it changed them.
Um, wait.
Repeat
Tina
that.
said,
Okay, I'm gonna
wait,
let Maya finish the
did you hear
conversation.
Biscuit? Biscuit said, I have a good therapist. For men, most definitely respect. The way things are now, it's like the women in competition with the man.
In
I
what
don't
way?
know about
Yeah.
What do you mean by that? Like, how are they income? You mean like, because I think I feel like I understand what he's saying. Because I am seeing, if you're looking at like social media and stuff, where women be like, I pay the bills, I got me, and all of that. And to me, I think I don't, I think it is perceived competition, but I think it's grief. Grief from the multiple times somebody dropped you and didn't pick you up and you felt like you can count on somebody. And so now you got to have yourself. And I definitely feel that.
Mhm. Um,
Keon laughing again.
Miss Miss Betty said, well, you all know what I went through, and it took me to a very, very dark place. But God snatched me up out of it, and here I am.
Amen.
There you go, Miss
Amen,
Betty.
Betty. I am very sorry, but I have no idea what you went through. I'm assuming that it was something along these lines and terrible, and I'm so sorry you experienced that. And I'm sorry if this triggers you, but thank you so much for participating
Yeah.
in the conversation and speaking your truth, because and I'm grateful that you got snatched out of it, because some people don't. Some people go
Are the
there and
strength of
end
a
up on
woman.
snapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um, Tita said, who live on TikTok because I want to talk. I'm tired of typing.
Come to
Hi,
TikTok. Come on, come
Come
to
on
go
down
to
to the Price is Right.
go to DIY. That's so lame. That's just go to DIY. What is it? DIY legal? What is it,
No,
Dash?
it's the DIY lawyer. Oh
She sitting here
man.
laughing, and I'm trying to share your username. Uh,
It's on my page. Oh, there she is.
she on here?
Yes.
Hey, Shalon.
Shalon on
Mhm. She came on here and put and dropped laughing emojis, and that's it. Is oh okay.
here? I
Well,
can't
while we waiting
see.
on Tita, it's on
No,
Instagram.
TD is up here.
Oh, okay. I didn't see her.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, girl. Hey, Tita.
I think I'm on here.
You
Yeah,
are. We can hear
we
you.
can hear you.
Production.
Oh wait. Can y'all hear me?
Yes,
No, it's some music.
we can hear you.
All right.
Okay, we can hear you now.
Okay, so I hate how I sound on these things, but can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm talking, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, we
So I said
can.
I told Tia, I mean Stacy, I said I really hate the way I sound on here, but I wanted to speak because I've been a single woman for a long time. I feel like I'm echoing though.
Nope,
No, we
you're
can hear
not.
No,
you. You
let.
You
sound
probably
good.
echoing on your
Yeah, you.
end, but you sound good on ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me
Okay,
see.
so it's just a little lag. It's a lag. So as a single woman of I haven't been in a relationship in over 20 years. So I've dated, right? And I have dated all kinds of men. I've dated outside of my race. I've dated black men. I've dated not so good looking men. I've dated all kinds. Um, Men do have to be accountable. That's very true as well. Um, it's not about trying to bash the man, Keon. It's just the fact that what Daesh, I think, is trying to say is men are excused for their behavior. Men can have 5 women and it's fine. A woman date 2 men, she's labeled a whore. And that's just the reality of it. So these men can get out here and do that and it's okay. But we as women, when we date, there is so much judgment on us. So it's not really about bashing our men because I would love to have a good black man. But in reality, they get to choose because it's a lot of women that's willing to settle
Yeah.
for being the second, third, fourth woman. Um, People look at me. I've had some conversations a couple times with people and said I would honestly consider poly because I've been in a bunch of poly relationships anyway. I done shared men anyway, whether I wanted to or not,
Mhm.
because some of
Yeah.
them will tell you that they're single.
Mhm.
They present single. They with you, and they are single when they with you. I used to have a man that told me I'm with one woman at a time, and he literally was with me and 3 other women at one time. So, and they get away with it.
Mhm.
So I chose to stay with that man knowing I was one of his 3
Mhm. Okay, so
for
why did
over
you
two and
choose
a
to
half years.
stay?
It was convenient for me. It was easy. I knew where I stood with him.
Mhm.
But when he started adding, I had to pray and ask God to remove that man from my heart because I loved him.
Mm.
Even though he wasn't no good. And I knew he wasn't any good.
Mm.
But so when I say I would go poly, people be like, girl, you crazy, man. Do you know how many of us been in poly relationships for
Mhm.
real? At least with now, Hear me out. I don't want no other woman. I
Mhm.
don't want to even share a house with a woman.
Mhm.
But if I had a man that said, "Hey, I'm gonna go over here for 2 or 3 days, and I'm gonna come to you 2 or 3 days," and I meet this woman, and I know that this is the only other partner he have,
Mhm.
I would really be willing to to try it. But
Mhm.
at this point in my life, at 53,
Mhm.
if a man comes along, he got to be over the games because I'm over the games,
Yeah.
right? So I really, I'm putting my business out here, but whatever. I've been celibate a long time, so
Mhm.
long now I don't even remember how long. But it's not a religious choice.
Mhm.
It's for my health.
Yeah.
It's for me finally choosing myself
Yeah.
first.
That's good, Tita.
But do I have men approach me? Yes, young and old. But if they playing those games right now, I'm not doing it no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's why I've been single for so long. I can get on here and jump on the train and be with a man that's got several other women. And being transparent, you know, my mom went through that.
Mm.
I have a brother. I love my brother to death, but he came out of infidelity. You know what I'm saying? So with me actually experiencing that with my dad, it has made me, the older I got, I no longer want to be with men
Mm.
that have another woman.
Yeah.
I choose that for myself. Some women, they cool with it.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
sad, but it's the reality because it is like what they say, it's like 60 women to every one
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
hard as a black woman out here that wants to be with a good, strong black man. I
Yeah.
would really like that, but I'm not finna be nobody's mama, and I don't want no man that want another woman that's my daughter's age. They
Yeah.
chasing that,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And then when it comes to, I can honestly say, when it comes to being a woman that's been on both sides of being what people call me, I went to school with cheerleader Tita,
Mhm.
like little petite fine Tita.
Mhm.
People chase that when I was small, right?
Mhm.
But then when I gained the weight, men look at you different.
Yeah.
You to them, you're not beautiful.
Yeah.
But I'm the same person whether I'm 105 pounds or 225 pounds.
Mhm.
So what I ended up doing when I gained the weight is I started dating men that I didn't know because these men didn't know cheerleader Tita. They only
Mm.
knew the person
You
that I
for who
was
you
when they
are.
met me with the weight.
Yeah.
So it's hard. I see what Keon's saying, and I also see what you saying as well, Dash, because take for example, I'm gonna go back to one of the topics we had one time before when Scott was like, I want a woman to teach me how to treat her
Mhm.
because like you said, some of these women are so headstrong, men don't even really know how to accept us because it's a lot of women don't know nothing about a soft girl era.
Mhm.
I can go either way
Mhm.
because as a mother, you do what you have to do to take care of your kids. So you take on that strong mentality. But at the same time, I also had a mother that fixed my father's plate, and my mama also worked.
Mm.
So I've seen all of it.
Yeah.
So, and I don't date for looks because I done dealt with some men that wasn't so fine, but they was good to me,
Mhm.
you know. And people would be looking at me like when I was cheerleader Tita, why would you choose him? He
Mhm.
was nice to me.
Yeah.
And I
Mhm.
didn't like being labeled cheerleader Tita. That was trauma for me
Yeah.
because men wanted me because I was a cheerleader.
Right.
They only wanted me because of what I looked like.
Right.
They didn't even want to take the time to get to know who I really was.
Mm.
So
Thank you,
I was like,
Tita.
I'm
I
just gonna
appreciate
get up
you.
here and put a little
you
input in as a single
yeah,
woman.
I appreciate
Yeah.
you doing that and putting yourself out there because that's tough, but we really appreciate that. Thank you.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
TC Jill said, "Oh heck no!" When they stake themselves, then they think they are kings. If that, no, I would pinch they and run.
Oh my god. he went off.
Right.
So let me backtrack. Betty said, right, you have to be strong and have faith in God to deliver you out of a situation, and that's what she did. He will lead and guide you to where he wants you to be. It's all in his planning. Amen. Amen to that. Erica said,
Yeah.
nope, they don't listen at the time. But I had, okay, so Erica is responding to the question that I asked. Have you ever talked to a woman straight up and been like, listen, this is what I'm seeing in you. You need to get yourself together or whatever. Just been honest about wanting to help another sister out. And Erica said, nope, they don't listen at the time. But I had been told years later, you told me and I should have listened. So she heard me when I didn't think she did. I'm curious, did that relationship remain intact after you told them that?
Hmm.
Um,
Bree also said some men have expectations they can't even meet
bruh,
themselves.
yes.
Ooh,
Biz said,
oh, go
I think
ahead.
we just have to work together, set aside the pride and work together. Most
Hmm.
people don't take the time to find themselves, identity, etc. Be authentic. No need to rush. I mean, that's true, and you say that, no need to rush, and it's not, but it's also like, it's a lot of stuff at play. It's like, for women, the ability to have kids if they want kids. The older you get, you feel like your options are being taken away. It's no need to rush, but you also have those women who are like, she got all that, and them degrees ain't gonna keep her warm at night. No, my blankets will. Your raggedy boyfriend ain't keeping you warm, but they still say stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of pressure on people too.
Hmm. Ma said
Like
women don't.
sometimes people think you gotta spend like time in this space of finding yourself and identifying yourself. I think in life you have to identify that, but for a romantic relationship, each person or each experience shows you how you want to be loved. You just can't like rush into lust, and I think that's where we go wrong. It's like we lead the relationship very lustful, like, and it removes the innocence
It
out
clouds
of
your judgment. Something
yes,
that you would have saw that this is a red flag or this person is nonsense, you're now accepting of it because emotionally you have tied to that person, and now you're making excuses instead of seeing it for what it is. And I
right.
definitely agree with that. You're right. Like because you can find things and identify yourself, and that does need to happen. But there are also things in a relationship that don't come up about you until you get in a relationship, because you never argued with you, so you didn't know your communication was poor. You didn't know you
Right.
didn't have great emotional intelligence. You didn't know when somebody disagreed with you that you go left and think they're the worst person ever. Like, you didn't know that until you got into a relationship with somebody that made you actually care enough to go back and forth. Because you can like have your siblings or your cousins or whatever and be like, I've been in relationships where I didn't disagree or I didn't agree. Yes, but not an intimate relationship. It's a different switch and a
It's
different
it's
you.
it's a different version of you, and if lust is the way you go about it, the outcome of it can be what unpredictable for you. And in some cases, people lose themselves in those type of relationships.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Biz said lust, one of seven deadly sins. Oof, that's a tough one.
Can we elaborate on lust? Because I've always heard that, but I don't think I've ever truly dissected what that means.
Like sexual like thoughts or just leading with like image, like
Oh, okay.
look so fine, like people that can become infatuated with you very fast based off of your appearance. Like, you don't even know my favorite color, but you can tell me what type of underwear I had on. Like, that's just a lustful mindset. Like, so I just feel like when you leave with that type of mindset, it's going to create a whole lot of blurriness, and
Yeah.
you're not going to be able to see the person. But by the time you see the person, you so deep in. it's critical.
Yeah, it's literally it's two ways, right? So lust is like a sexual gratification, but also scientifically, going with Keon, lust is scientifically you have neurotransmitters that everybody understands dopamine hits. By now everybody knows about dopamine hits that make you feel good. Your hormones, testosterone and that stuff gets intertwined in the sexual gratification, and you get your neurotransmitters are getting those dopamine hits. And it's like when people are like, why didn't somebody leave when they started talking to a narcissist or whatever? And it's like they get love bombed. So those that dopamine hit, they're waiting for the next dopamine hit. And it may come randomly or it may come consistently or whatever, but like that's a part of lust too, and it literally rewires your brain and impacts you to where you can't, it's actually hard to leave a person. That's what makes it so dangerous. It's like scientifically it'll lock you in too.
Hmm. That's deep.
Uh-oh. So how should I guess women and men, since I don't want to get Keon started, how should they set boundaries? Because it's not just women that goes through there; it's also men too. How should they create boundaries? And
Well, in the chat, Mom said women need to learn to respect themselves and want better for themselves.
wait, but did
Um,
we see when Mom said women don't have to be a dog because the man is?
yeah. I've actually heard a woman speak about herself like, um, like not like a dog, but like she was gonna be out here too. And some women are able to kind of maintain that, and they feel like, like Cardi B. Let's go wrong for wrong. Like they feel like they can handle it, so they're not necessarily calling themselves a dog, but they like, okay, if you can do it, then I can do it too. Ben said men have to have boundaries for sure. Erica said two of the women, because I asked what if she still had the relationship after telling these women what she thought, like honestly. And she said, two are still my friends today, and one I had to let go due to growing apart. I respect that. Wow. But good for you. Okay, Maya's question. Keon, what you got? How do you how do you get boundaries?
I think you set boundaries by like not normalizing things that may or not traditional, because that's different for us. Like people move in like super fast.
Yeah.
You know, setting boundaries for like you having your house, I'm having mine. You stay at your house, I stay at mine. Um, and honestly, not choosing to just. I feel like you can show love, because for me, I feel like I'm somebody who just can love easily. You can show love, but don't be so naive that you fall in love so fast that you fail to get to know the person. So the best way to avoid that is, for one, don't engage in lustful behavior. Like just chill.
Mhm.
Just chill for a while. Like have a friend, do nostalgic things. Like go play some video games. You ain't got to lay up all so fast. And
Uh-huh.
I think that alone set the biggest boundary. I think people don't go through the phase of like dating and arguing about petty things early. So by the time you get into these petty arguments, paying bills together, doing life together, and then that just, in the process, oh shoot, I done lost a friend. So I feel like you set boundaries by just like choosing not to engage in lustful behavior, because to
hmm
for somebody like me, who I think that creates a lot of greatness when I'm just a logical person. I can be very logical when I remove the emotion.
Right.
Hmm. I think also setting clear expectations from the jump, like what you what you're not going to tolerate and what what works for you, and not giving the space to allow that to be questioned or negotiated. Like,
Yeah.
I think that is a big one that's missed out.
Yeah.
Like, I do think your non-negotiables should be stated, but I also think like a huge key component in any relationship, romantic, professional, communication, like being able to speak to someone and feel heard is such a rare skill set.
Yeah.
And I feel like you have to feel heard by someone. Like, even if they have to learn how to hear you, you have to feel heard. And when that is established, we've now opened a new level of like depth that I feel like I can tell you anything. Like, I can
Right.
learn from you. You can learn from me. But that lack of not feeling heard, or that lack of having poor communication, and you hold everything in, and I'm finding out that 2 weeks ago you was angry, like that is crazy to me. Like, I have no idea how someone can walk around mad about something from 2 weeks ago, and I'm finding out today. So
That's very true. And I think to elaborate on like being heard, because it's easier said than done than people realize, but being heard or being able to hear someone is it the biggest time where that comes into play is when you're the problem and someone is saying, I'm really sick and tired of you because you made me feel like this or you did this. Like, it doesn't feel good to be the person that created this issue or caused problem or whatever. That doesn't feel good. However, hearing someone and learning how to communicate where you hear someone is not internalizing what they say, and to hear them for what they're saying and say, dang, I would be upset if I felt like that too. Like, I didn't realize that's how I made you feel. Obviously, that was not my intention, but it's at that point, it's not about your intention or what you tried to do. The point is you made somebody feel that way, and you have to be able to communicate through that. And that's how you make somebody feel heard. They have to be able to come to you and tell you about you without you internalizing it. And now you like, well, I'm mad because you mad. And I'm mad because you said that. Like, you didn't even hear me. I just told you I felt bad. And now we arguing about me being able to express myself to you. Like, really? Like, that's huge. Biz said men have to have boundaries for sure. His wife told him that. Star said you have to be strong enough to stand on the boundaries that you set. That is very true. And I honestly, this thing Keon talking about is like, lust, like getting involved emotionally, and I know sometimes you get involved emotionally even before like a sexual tie or anything like that. You can catch feelings, right? But I think it's huge. Like, one of the boundaries to set is to prioritize like autonomy and value your independence and continue to grow as a person while also growing with another person. Because honestly, if you're in a dating stage, there's so much to talk about out here. Like, your family, what did you do when you were growing up? How did you behave? Like, if you're going to have children, now you already had the conversation on how this person behaved when they were younger. You know what they did, or you know where they're coming from with their parents and what kind of baggage they're taking. At least 1 year. Are you sad in the winter? Around this time, are you talking about taxes? Because if not, you ain't filing your taxes. Now I know you're irresponsible. In the spring, are you outside all the time and not going to work? In the summer, are you outside? You know what I mean? Like, you can't talk about money and taxes and you playing. Because those are some serious conversations you should be having. So I think, like, being able to stand on those boundaries is easier said than done when you start having feelings for somebody. But don't make it harder on yourself by growing an attachment, an emotional attachment with them. That I mean, it's science for you to break it. You're going to have to go to God on that one.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Star said you have to be strong enough to stand on the boundaries that you said. Did you read that?
Yeah, it's cool.
Oh. What about the others? I don't know what you read.
Um,
Erica?
no, I didn't read any of Facebook.
Okay. Um, okay. Erica said, as a woman, you have to want boundaries. First, I know. Oh, as a woman, you have to want boundaries first. Mhm.
Because she was listening on both platforms.
It keep pausing. Is it
No.
pausing on? People think I'm crazy, but I have researched it. Any thoughts?
For me, I feel like poly is just too far. I feel like
You
it's
are
too
so
far.
traditional. I should
It's
have
just
known you was
too
going to
far.
come
Like,
in.
well, because I just feel like if I'm not the one, I'm not the one. Like I cannot, I would not mentally. It's just non-existent because what?
Listen,
I don't really,
I feel like do what you do. Oh, go ahead.
Star said, I'll pass on that, Tita. I get what you're saying, though, but I'm going to head on out. I feel like poly, here's my problem with poly. It's based on trust. I'm supposed to trust you that you're with this one other person, and I'm supposed to trust that one other person, and that we are all the only people, and we've all got tested, and all be in a relationship with just me. Now I'm gonna trust you to be in a relationship with just one other. Next thing you know, it's gonna be, well, this one too, but only on the weekend. You know, I don't trust it. I don't have enough trust for poly.
Yeah, I just can't do it. Um, Mom said, Monique, that sounds crazy, sis. But I do remember you talking to me about after that show lunch.
What show?
Um, Jill said that I have met. Sick of that sixth grade crap. I'm too old for that.
No, for real.
Right.
Stimulate my mind, Craig.
Like,
Like, stop it.
and I feel
Eric
like
said
for
I
me,
like the fourth season. It definitely makes sense.
Thank you.
I feel like choosing to go with someone who stimulates you more mentally than lustfully creates true longevity in something. Because
We can't do all this
if
bebopping
for me,
around.
like you can only tell there has to be some type of mental stimulation, or I have to be able to talk to you just on another level where it's not just always like lustful. Like
Hmm.
that ain't gonna last.
Mm-hmm. Biz said one woman is enough. Why stress with two? That's crazy. No, for real. I am a handful. What if you end up getting another me? That's awful for you. I'm so
Oh
sorry for
yeah.
Nate. I don't think.
Or what if you get a? Oh yeah, that's terrible. My both elbows on top of the head. I couldn't do it.
Both elbows on top of head. Oh Lord.
Mm-mm.
Mom said Tita, but I totally understand the poly concept. That sounds like it would work for those ladies that want someone else's man. Yeah, but sometimes for them it's like a game. Like they don't even want poly. They just want what. When I was younger, I did say one time, I was like, I was single at the time, but I did say, I literally said that. Felt like now my version of it would be like not where I'm a mistress, but it would be where, you know, if I was older and I met somebody like Tita said she's older, I'm not doing poly if I'm in her stage and I'm single. But what I am okay with is if there's gonna be a trusting relationship, you can live in your house and I'll live with like, stay over there, man. I ain't gotta see you every day. But I can't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't do poly.
Uh, in
Tita,
response to,
T-
oh, go ahead.
Tita.
You was about to read it. I was about to
She
read it.
she said I
Mm-hmm.
respect that. I look at it from the aspect of a tribe, but you have to still do the same in a single relationship. Exactly. Too much work for me. Carol Holloway said I'm gonna have to pass on poly. Tita said I have unwillingly been in it anyway. Yeah. Um.
But Tita, do you feel like that's like, if you want, it's a difference to me if like you want poly because that's what you want. Do you feel like you want poly because you've already experienced it? Like I might as well do it. I'm already
Yeah.
might as well try it out since that's what I've been doing unknowingly.
I don't think that's what she truly wants for what she spoke about. I don't think that's what she truly wants. I think the traumas
She's
within her
saying that that's
life
what she'll
and this just
tolerate.
yeah has made her create have a tolerance for it.
Okay.
I feel like it has created a tolerance that could be from her experience. Like that could work for her.
Yeah.
Mm,
That could work for her.
Yeah, because she said it's like basically to tolerate one of the men that want more than one woman. But that's the thing. If a man wants more than one woman, then how can I trust that he only just gonna choose one more woman? You know what I'm saying? Or is poly like?
yeah.
Ben said, "I love this. Y'all made my night. Thank you." He
Thank you,
he said he
Vince.
coming back next Monday, 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern. Um.
She said,
Yeah. Go ahead, Maya.
I don't I don't know if you read this. She said, I don't
Yeah.
all women want someone. I don't think all women want someone else's man. These men want more than one woman. It's not always.
That's a,
Do
that,
it. I feel you, Tita, but
Well,
I just, I mean, I can't.
I appreciate that transparency though,
Yeah,
giving
no,
the other
for real.
perspective. Like that's truly a different type of perspective of
Yeah,
understanding of the way you okay with being loved is basically by saying just tell me.
yeah,
And she even like stated that this went all the way back to her mother.
yeah,
So can you imagine how long it's like I'd rather be in the light than to be completely unaware when we up here saying I ain't selling for nothing.
yeah,
And we poly anyways and we don't even know it.
right,
So
yeah,
I appreciate that transparency.
man,
yeah.
yeah. Thanks,
And Miss
Tita.
Betty.
Yeah, and Miss Betty too.
Yeah.
Appreciate that because that's a different perspective from the female eye. When it's a lot of females like that, and maybe they just don't know that they like that, but women will be 10 toes for a man.
Yeah,
Tita said, I think it's an option for me because at this point in my life, I don't think I want to be with a man every day. I would rather know her than be a side chick and disrespect the other woman.
mhm,
Plus, a real poly relationship requires adult grown folks conversation.
mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, little baby, I ain't settling for none unless I know what I'm worth. I'm not playing. Don't come to me with that. Don't make me mad.
All right, y'all. So,
Wait. Erica said, I don't agree with poly. For me, it's a struggle adjusting to one person, having to learn their likes and dislikes. But here's a story. My neighbor, Mel, was in a poly relationship with three women, two girlfriends, and one baby mama. Also had two more baby mamas who were over to the house all the time, and even the other two girlfriends had small kids. It was a lot from the outside looking in. It actually was peaceful most days. But there were so many extra women in and out the house. It was confusing for me until I started asking questions.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
But see,
That's what I
he
think
already
opened the
was
door
in
for.
poly, and now he got two other. Like, you doing too much. No, it's if you give a mouse a cookie, he gonna want milk and another cookie. No, sit down, drink some water, and eat a chicken.
Teresa, Teresa said, in my younger days, I got my lick back. Me now, I'll just walk away from the relationship.
I love that. Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's important for your partner and your person to pour into you.
Yeah.
That is to me. That is so important to be like a key person. That if I have my worst days, I know I got you. But if you're telling me you got me and somebody else, like, hold on,
Yeah.
who's left here for me? Like,
And how do you
I think that's
decide the priority level?
right. Like that's gonna make me not feel very confident in me. Like I'm gonna start losing confidence in me after this because why am I not enough? That's what's constantly gonna go through my head. Like
Yeah.
why can I be enough?
Yeah. Okay, so we were talking about boundaries and what do we do with this. And if you go read the blog on labelmelegal.com/blog, I gave 5. Normalize boundaries. Pause before criticism of other women. Redirect your anger upward. Ask, where does this anger truly belong? In the person, like if you married, in the person that also swore to death do us part, or the random that don't owe me anything. And you can still be angry at both. That I'm not saying don't be angry at women. I'm saying spread the love, spread the anger. Extend the grace that you want, and teach
Spread
the
the-
next generation differently. That's what I said. Anyway, what'd you say, Keon?
No, you just call me off guard. Spread the love, spread the anger.
Oh,
Before we go, we got one more because tonight was a good combo. Like it was good.
it was.
We
But
got-
Bree said, in this economy, people can afford poly.
No, for real.
No, for real. Oh, that's a good point. Lord, seriously.
Mom said, ladies, I love sharing y'all lives. Tita said this was a good one. Jill said, right, started forgetting my worth. Tita said, right now, I wouldn't enter a poly that a man wants to keep adding women. I probably could do me and 2 other women only, but I don't want to live together and raise nobody else's kids.
Period. boo. Period. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for rocking with us. It was a good live tonight. I appreciate the transparency. I like that. I like that y'all don't count me out when I try to help Dave stay logical. You know, I appreciate y'all for that. Thank y'all for rocking with us. I pray everybody have a good week. It's the first week of March. As a woman, be strong.
Yes, it's Women History Month.
Be sassy. All March as sassy as you want, Maya. Create
Why me?
Go.
them glasses loud. Create a soft girl era for yourself. You know, treat yourself and be the best version of yourself. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. We're gonna see y'all next week.
See y'all. Thanks.
Bye.